Alright, so I have an iPad 7, and I've been working on this thing for a little while. And the original problem it had was that I suspected the battery was bad. So I took and put a different battery in it, and because the battery wouldn't charge at all. I tried to charge it with the power supply, and it wouldn't do anything. So I took a battery out of another one that didn't work, and that battery charged, and so, but it wasn't charging correctly. So I charged the battery up with the power supply so that I could at least turn it, or try to turn it on. And so I got it to turn on. And I put it in restore mode, where you hold the home button down and all that kind of stuff. I put it in restore mode, and when I tried to restore it using iTunes, it gave me a 2009 error. And so I didn't know what a 2009 error was, obviously. So I researched it, and basically it was pretty much the USB wasn't making connection of some sort. So I was like, well, the USB cable looked good, so the only thing I could think of was the TriStar chip located right here. So I said, you know what, let's attempt to change the TriStar chip. So I did that, and boom, it started charging at 1 amp. I didn't have to charge the battery any longer, and I was like, I'm good. I fixed my first iPad. Well, then when I tried to restore it again, now it throws the 4013 error. And from the research that I've done, the 4013 error means that this thing was dropped because the screen was shattered, and in doing so, it knocked a ball loose underneath the A10 processor. So today, on this episode of I'm going to destroy something, we're going to try to reball the A10 processor chip. And y'all know that I am not very good at this type of stuff. It takes a lot of practice, and I haven't had a lot of practice. So, but that's what we're going to try to do. So I'm going to take the battery out so I can just work on that board in the case. Is that screw in there? Yeah, I got to take that screw out. Where's my? Let's take this screw out. Why couldn't they make these just one friggin' thing so they don't have to hold both? Okay, battery's out. Let's put the battery over here. So one of the problems with this thing is there's glue around the outside of the chip here. So I purchased this tool right here that hopefully will allow me to remove the glue so that I can safely extract the chip. So that is what we are going to try to accomplish. So we're going to hit it with 200 degrees and try to see if we can't get something like glue out of there. I mean, I think the glue's off, but I'm not going to know until I try to do this. So now all we have to do is figure out the best way to flip this chip off of here. So I think if I come in with my tweezers, right here, that's probably the easiest thing to do. So I want to set something heavy on this. A couple rolls of solder ought to do. So let's get some flux. Alright, let's set our hot air station to 370 degrees Celsius. And we are going to try to remove this chip. So 415 seemed to work pretty well. So I have to get, there's glue all over this thing. And as I understand it, those black things are capacitors. So how do you get the glue off of this thing? You know, I just realized I don't have anything to hold that chip. I basically have to scrape all of that black stuff off of there. And I don't know how easy that's going to be. All right, I think that's good enough for now. I gotta wait for a template to come in or a stencil, and I gotta get a better chip holder, man, because this one's too big for these little teeny chips. So we will pick this up when I got the rest of the tools. Let's just hope I don't lose that chip, you know. All right, so I've ordered some things to attempt to reball this chip. This thing right here I ordered, the chip doesn't fit in there. So I guess I bought this for, well, I mean, it's nice and I can hold circuit cards, but yeah, none of these little groove things work, so I don't know. So we're going to try to do this on the mat. And so I ordered like a whole set of these little deals. And this is not the correct one. So this says it's for an iPhone 7 Plus with an A10. So I figured that this would work for our purposes as well. I'm not altogether certain if it will or not, but if you notice, they don't have holes cut out where those little capacitors are at, and there's a capacitor still on the deal, so we're going to have to pop that off and then cover those with what do you call that stuff? The green stuff. So we'll go under the microscope and we will do this. We still got some got another little piece right here. I need to wick this off again too, just to make sure I got all the solder balls. So I think, I'm gonna call that good, y'all. I'm gonna call that good. I don't want to risk ripping any pads off. Unfortunately, I can't use this to do this because so I have to lay it flat on the bench. Yeah, I think that's gonna do the trick right there. Yeah, so that'll do just like that. Alright. Next step will be doing it. Alright, let's try to do this, man. I'm going to use this stuff right here. Probably can't see it, but it's basically it's a solder paste. It's chip quick. I have no idea if this is the correct thing to use or not. No idea. So this is me trying to learn how to do this. So we're gonna get this lined up again. So I think that's good. I've got my hot air station set to 70 degrees. So I'm putting my solder paste down. Alright, that didn't work. I need to find a better way to spread it. So as y'all can see, that did not work. It kind of worked, but I had gaps or something. Okay, all right. Let's wick this off. Let's wick this off.